you should be finishing up your book if you're not already finished, and you can watch some examples. They're on Edmodo and Google Classroom, so you can watch through some of the playlists to get some ideas. On Edmodo, you'd go to Folders. On Google Classroom, go to About. And you can see, if you scroll down on About, you'll have Copyright, Project, and Links. On Edmodo, when you go to Folders, you will have the Projects folder. The first one is for royalty-free music with Bensound. This one will allow you to listen to the music. Well, if you like the music, you can click on it. You can download it, and then it tells you exactly how to cite it. You can also use Incompetech. If you use Incompetech, you cannot search by the name, but you wouldn't really want to because the names are very odd. You could search by a certain feeling. If you wanted something uplifting, here's one of the songs for that. If you liked it, you could download it, and then right here, this is exactly what you must put in your credits. I suggest opening up a new Google Doc and just adding everything here. So you could copy this, music. If you were going to use this one right here, you could copy both of these down. Also, because that one doesn't have the name in it, you would want to put the name, which is cute, and then have that there. And this will help you when you go back later to cite everything. Next, we have the Creative Commons search. It automatically is going to want to do Wikimedia Commons. Wikimedia Commons is also on here. If you click on it from here, you'll be searching up here. On this one, you're going to search right in the middle. So mine was about Harry Potter, the book I read. And it's going to search for Harry Potter. Do not just search for things about Harry Potter or things about the title of your book, because not all of you are going to be able to do that depending on how popular your book is. So you click on the picture that you want to use, click More Details, and then use this file on the web. Get your attribution, copy it. You will put that here. And you might even put in there what the picture is, HP picture. That is just so you know which one that you're using. And then you will need to download. Choose the size. I would choose at least 128, and it's going to download there. And then you can look for more things as well. Sometimes they won't have all the details. Some of the pictures that we looked at the other day didn't have it. For this one, for example, doesn't have the sightings on it. So you'll have to actually look. And in here, this tells you how to do that. If you go to almost the last page, it tells you to look for the title. The title is Platform. So you would do platform picture so that you know what it is. And then going to take all the text. There we go. That's better. Take that back. And then it said to put a period. I didn't get the period. Then by the author. By. You can copy and paste that. Control C. Control V. And is licensed under, and then right here it tells this file is licensed right here. Copy that, paste that. So this is how you get your pictures. You have to make sure that you do download them. So on this one, I would also need to download. I could open in Viewer and then download right here. Download original file. So that is what it's like to get the pictures and the music. When you're ready, you would go to search and you would put in Movie Maker. Once you open up Movie Maker, the first thing you're going to do is add photos. You need to know where you downloaded your photos. More than likely they will be in your downloads, but if they're not, you'll need to go find them. So here is one of the pictures. I'm going to open. Let's say that I have pictures in more than one spot though. Now this first picture, if we watch it, is the one that I downloaded, and you can't see it. And I think the reason is probably because the background is black. But if you have an issue like that, we can look at that one specifically. Because it's just not letting us do that. So that might be one where we would need to change the picture because it just doesn't work with what we're doing. Alright, so I'm going to take that out. I'm going to add a title page. This is where I can add my words. Titles and captions and credits are all under the home button. So this is where you add your videos. It's also where you add the titles. So you can add titles. You can change right here your text tools. You can change your font, change your size, change the color. You can change your background color right here. Whatever you want to do there. Right here is where you have editing, so start time and end time. You can also adjust by clicking and dragging. If you want to add a caption, you can click on the picture that you want to use, click caption, and then you can move this around as needed. You can even change it to fit like this. And between them you can also add, this right here is for the text tools. So you can see how it appears, how it comes in. Also under animations you can talk about how it transitions between, and you can choose what you want to use for each one. And there are a variety of ones to choose from. So that's something that you can play around with as well. And you can also play around with the zoom on that too. Visual effects are not something to really worry about right now. You can see how it does change the color depending on which one you pick. And if that's something that you want to do, you definitely can do that. Right here are different editing tools and formatting tools as you go through. To add music, you click add music, and then find the music that you downloaded. You can actually edit that music if you wanted to, split it. You wanted it to stop here, you could split and then move it down and have it pick back up again. Also, you will need to record your narration, and then you'll do that here, record narration. It'll allow you to record that. You will need a microphone for that. So here is just a little preview. So this gives you an idea of what you can do. You can also rotate your pictures, as well as look at movie themes. So I do want you to kind of look around at Movie Maker, get some ideas. When you're finished, you do want to save your project. If it doesn't let you save it to videos for some reason, you can always save to downloads. When you are completely finished, you will have to publish your movie, and we will be publishing, well, we'll need to save the movie, I guess, first before we publish. So you'll need to save the movie for a computer, and this will do an MP4 file, and that's when you're completely finished. Until you go to save movie to computer, you haven't actually saved the movie, you've saved the project. There is a big difference between that. The file is a WLMP when it's a project. When it's a movie, it will be an MP4. So do keep that in mind. Hopefully this gets you started on your videos. If you have any specific questions, let me know. Remember, you are focusing on persuading someone else to want to read your book.